Hola, hola. Bienvenidos a Esperanza Pense, donde la esperanza vence. Welcome to Esperanza Pense, where hope wins. Today we are pulling in the energies of this upcoming full moon in Libra, which is also a penumbral lunar eclipse. So the moon ought to look a little bit reddish at times or orangish at times. Ought to look pretty good. I am going to use two decks. Both of them were gifts to me from my sister. Libra has to do with our relationships, our relationship to others on an individual, like, partnership level, you know? Our one-on-one relationships, like, it goes from the I in Aries, the opposite polarity, to the we in Libra, you know. So I'm shuffling the chakra cards over here. This is a big deck. I think it has 101 cards. I actually had a client a couple weeks ago ask me about their chakra, and I was like, yeah, I'll definitely pull a card from this deck actually for you. Like, I have a deck for that. I got a deck for that. And it did. And hers was root chakra. Not to, like, talk about somebody's reading, but I just talked about somebody's reading. I follow an astrologer. Her name is Marina. She does dark star astrology, and she wrote a really nice article about this full moon lunar eclipse in Libra, and her suggestion for a gemstone is rose quartz. So today the dragon is cuddling with some rose quartz and another gemstone, and then there's a couple other gemstones, and there's some citrine. Yeah. So Libra, relationships, balance, bringing balance to things so that everybody's ego is appreciated in the relationship. Now I'm going to shuffle these ones. There's the dragon snuggling the rose quartz. The Golden Girls Tarot deck is just amazing. Mine didn't come with a booklet. I don't think it has a booklet, but it has just the most far out amazing images. I think that when I pull these cards, I'm going to read out of that Mastering the Tarot, or how about When the Jumper Comes? That's going to be read out of that book, because it's a pretty awesome book. And I've been referring to the booklets inside the tarot decks, and I've been referring to, a couple jumpers. I've been referring to, like the booklets inside the tarot decks, and also, books in general. Okay, so let me figure out how to hold this so you can see. These three jumped. The Empress, the Five of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. The Empress, the Five of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. All right, let's see what Mastering the Tarot has to say about that. Ooh. Ooh. I just opened up to this. Let's read it. The use and misuse of the tarot, lesson 18. I've left this very important subject to the last, since I feel that now, after you've gained an understanding of the cards, you will more readily comprehend how serious a misuse of the cards may be, and how conscientious you must be with your new knowledge. Only a few days ago I received the following letter from a young woman of 20 who is currently attending a small Eastern college. She says, "It is now several months since an amateur palmist revealed a terrible future in my hands. This disturbed me so much that my family and friends have become concerned about the change in me. My future, as she read it, was as follows. I would lack the qualities I needed to pursue a career. My life would be a succession of routine jobs. I would have 2 marriages, both disastrous. My life would come to an end in middle age." Sounds like a really bad reading. Needless to say, I was greatly upset by her letter. This is the author of the book now. The author being Eden Gray. Ooh, this is beautiful. That's beautiful. Needless to say, I was greatly upset by her letter. She was obviously very deeply affected by what the amateur palmist had predicted. I hastened to assure her that neither palmistry, astrology, the tarot, nor any other occult discipline could possibly predict anything of the future with precise accuracy. Her amateur palmist had been most irresponsible, and it would be wise for her to toss the predictions, quotes, out the window. I told her that each of us makes his destiny, and that she could become anything she really wanted to and could have a life of her own making. A week later, I received her reply. She wrote, "The dread of a negative response from you was almost overwhelming to the point of my nearly leaving your answer unread. Thank God I didn't. Your words were like capsules of dynamite, exploding old fantasies as well as old fears. And yet I was not left feeling futile, but rather uplifted." Okay, let's pay attention to that part, because that's something that eclipses can do to us. I'll say it again. The dread of a negative response from you was almost overwhelming to the point of my nearly leaving your answer unread. Thank God I didn't. Your words were like capsules of dynamite, exploding old fantasies as well as old fears, and yet I was not left feeling futile, but rather uplifted. There was no better answer to be had for me, Dr. Gray, for even a good tarot reading could not have conquered the alienation I was experiencing between me, myself, and God. Isn't that something? Well, that's what they have to say about that. Let's see what they have to say about the Empress. Oh wow, there's a whole solar chart method in here. Ooh, I'm gonna have to. Wow. The Empress. Maybe I'll just put it up here. You can pause. Okay, so this card means maternal abundance, fertility, marriage, fertility to would-be parents, balance and stability, openness of character and fair dealing, wealth, contentment, a fruitful harvest for the farmer, realization of creative projects for those in the arts. Okay, what do they say about the Five of Wands? Or what does Dr. Gray say about the Five of Wands? The fives. Five is the number of uncertainty. It carries no constant vibration. It may shift and change. It can indicate uncontrolled activity and swing to the depths of despair. It is symbolized by the five-pointed star, the pentagram. The fives in the tarot pack signify more adversity than generally one finds in books of numerology. We may get a hint of the meaning of the five from the Tree of Life of the Kabbalah, described extensively in my book, A Complete Guide to the Tarot. Here's a Five of Wands. 5 young men are brandishing huge staves as if in combat. Ours is upright. Five young men, or 5 golden girls, are brandishing huge bowling balls as if in combat. Are they in earnest? Wands are identified with enterprise and glory, so perhaps these youths or these youthful women are seeking the challenge of the battle. Competition in the seeker's field of activity is strong. Possibility of a lawsuit or a quarrel with a neighbor. Obstacles. Courage and the willingness to fight for one's rights may change things for the better. And 9 of Pentacles. The 9s, in this number all the forces of the other numbers are summed up. It is the symbolical of attainment on the 3 planes of being, physical, mental, and spiritual. 9 is commanded to be perfect in 10, which is the 1 of being placed beside the 0 of spirit, after which man begins on a higher level. And so the 9 of Pentacles is this. And we have it upright. Oops. This. A mature, well-dressed woman stands alone in her vineyard. The falcon on her gloved hand, oh, I would love to do that someday, is suggestive of well-controlled thoughts. Her manor house can be seen in the background. This card often appears in the layout of a woman who's either widowed or single and who has sufficient of the world's goods to enjoy the good life, but she is alone. Interpretation is material well-being, solitary enjoyment of the good things of life, wisdom where one's own interests lie, a person with a green thumb who has a great love for her garden and home, caution to be prudent, possibility of an inheritance. Well, those were our jumpers, and that is what Mastering the Tarot by Eden Gray has to say. And this book is wonderful, and I kind of feel like it found me there's a woman who read tarot at this place where I also do readings, and I never knew her, but I think she passed away before I started reading there. But I ended up with like a few of her decks and that book, a couple of her books, I think, I don't know. So now we're pulling in the energy of the Libra full moon lunar eclipse. That was just the jumpers and the interpretation from that book, which, like I say, I've been like reading the inserts of the decks and seeing what they have to say, and I don't know, let's do a chakra card first, actually. And let's roll through these, and then let's see what chakra we can be feeling into during this reading, and during this full moon lunar eclipse in Libra, which is going to be about you know, late night on the 24th, early morning. So where I live, it's going to be about 2 in the morning on the 25th. So it's technically like overnight. Oh, here's the chakra card. Oh. Root chakra. Look at that. This chakra's key concepts are safety, security, physicality, and basic human needs. Its color is a rich vermilion red, and its element is earth. Okay, cool. That doesn't work at all. Oh, you know what I need? I need this thing that, where I read tarot, she sells these, card holders, and, that would be a good thing right now. Alright, well, we'll keep our root chakra in mind while we do this reading. As well we should, because root chakra energy is also like active Mars energy, survival energy, thrival energy, like health. It's where health begins. Life force energy begins. Well, I mean, it's a cycle. It doesn't begin or end, but all right. Full moon lunar eclipse in Libra. Here we go. 10-card Celtic cross. What we want to know. We want to know. For everybody who's tuning in, thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. Esperanza vence, where hope wins. That's because, like, why not? Like, why not enjoy? I don't, you know, the true thing I like, you know, and at the same time, I'm okay with telling myself something until I feel like it's true. Like, I'm okay with that too. Like, I'm okay with, like, having fun and having a good time and not being a total, like, those of us tuning in, thank you. And let's pull 10 cards, Celtic Cross, about this full moon lunar eclipse in Libra, and what does that mean for us right now. And everybody can kind of think of their own question in their mind, and I'll think of my own question too. And I'll just pull, oop, all right. 10 of Cups, happily ever after energy. It's energy of emotional fulfillment. Remember how we were talking about in the nines with the book about the nines being a, you know, cumulative energy before the perfection of the tens, which is the one next to the heavenly zero, or said something like that. And you know, this is the rainbow after the rain, you know, the happy, loving energy, partnership energy. So that's a good card to pull for you know, for the Libra full moon. All right, that one jumped. That's funny, I said 10 cards and then the 10 of Cups comes along. I love me some 10 of Cups. I mean, you know. All right, here we go. Okay. This is us. This is what's crossing us, or what's challenging us. Near past like couple of lunation cycles. Near future. Conscious awareness. Subconscious awareness. How do we see ourselves? How do others see us, or what's in our environment right now? What are our hopes and fears? And what's the likely outcome if we don't change our mind or don't change our ways after watching this tarot video? Well, thank you. Thanks for coming to play. This is fun. All right. Who are we? Or what's the question at hand? Page of Cups. Challenge. Ace of Pentacles. Near past. Eight of Cups. Near future. The Emperor. Our conscious awareness. The Five of Swords reversed. Subconscious awareness. The Magician. Awesome, Sophia. Yes. How do we see ourselves? Ten of Pentacles reversed. How do others see us, or what's in our environment right now? Ooh, the Chariot reversed. Look at Blanche with her men's. What are our hopes and fears, or what energy are we projecting right now? Three of Cups reversed. And what's the likely outcome if we just keep putting one foot in front of the next? Six of Wands reversed. Okay, so we might have to, what does this say? Best Friend of the Year awards. And six of wands reversed. Okay, so we might have to like do some inner work to reverse that energy, huh? All right. Well, that is our 10-card Celtic Cross reading for the upcoming ooh, I like that. For the upcoming full moon lunar eclipse in Libra. Lest I space out too bad. All right, so whatever question that we asked about the topic at hand is the Page of Cups. It's us if we asked about ourselves. The Page of Cups is a new emotional start. If it's an actual person in our lives, or if we asked about a person, it's going to be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces person who's very much in touch with their own emotions, but they're also in the kind of naive phase of it, and it's an offering. It's an emotional offering, but that could be challenged by the Ace of Pentacles here, which I think hardly a challenge. You know, the aces are always great fortune in a reading, good luck, gifts from the universe, gifts from the heavens, you know, coming in, inspiration, sudden inspiration. So this could be sudden financial gifts, sudden financial inspiration, a seed that could be planted, you know. You could find something really good to invest in, be it like a project, a thing, a currency, you know. And you could have a good new financial start that is potentially challenging your ability to maybe start on a new path emotionally. You might be focusing, but I mean, this is a gift to that too. So I guess what you would be challenged to do in order to make this shine might be to get on a new start in terms of enlightenment regarding money and how to take care of more than just your emotional self. In the near past, we have the Eight of Cups, which is cups in the tarot represent our emotions, water energy. Our cup is our capacity to give and receive emotionally. And here she's walking away from a situation that didn't work out. And she's only like guided by the light of the moon, so sort of dim lighting on the path, and she's not really sure what she is doing or where she is going, but she knows for sure like what is not going to happen anymore and how she doesn't want to feel anymore and what emotional patterns she is willing to leave behind, and trust her intuition will guide her, you know, someplace better. In the near future, we have the Emperor. This I refer to as my getting your shit together card, or you have your shit together card. You know, this is somebody who's in control, in charge. They have warriors that can go out and do the fighting for them, but they're ready if they have to. Pretty relaxed though, pretty relaxed stance, pretty wealthy, you know, Aries energy. And he's an elder, you know, he's no spring chicken. Conscious awareness is the Five of Swords reversed. And with the Five of Swords upright, we have somebody who is taking an intellectual win just because other people don't want to fuck with them anymore. And here it's a little bit more nefarious. It's a little bit more like feeling like more of a consistent behavior from someone else in our lives. Usually swords to me in tarot, it's air energy, it's thoughts, it's communications, but it's also thought projections, like things that people project onto us. And it happens to everybody. And with the Five of Swords in reverse, I feel like we may have been able to kind of turn it around in a sense, to where communication styles might have been fractured in the past. Like now we're using our conscious energy to be sure that, you know, people aren't taking wins, quote unquote, intellectually, but that they're just sharing of themselves, and we're sharing of ourselves intellectually, and it's not like a win-lose situation. It's like a sharing. Our subconscious energy right now is the Magician, which is great manifestation energy. You see like this infinity symbol here, connecting her manifestations on earth. As mischievous as she is, you know, she is powerful because she is staying in tune with who she is as an actual person, and God shines upon that, right? She has all the tools at her disposal, the cup, the sword, the wand, the pentacle, and is causing growth around her. Magician is great manifestation energy. How do we see ourselves? The Ten of Pentacles reversed. You know, we might wonder what kind of legacy we're leaving behind. We might wonder if we're leaving a legacy behind. We might be thinking about our retirement, our savings, doing a re-up, doing a redo, doing a do-over. Oh, and we might be thinking about, you know, partnership-wise, that maybe the established roots have been turned upside down on some level or another. What's in our environment? The Chariot reverse. So this is sort of some stalling energy or not being able to get control over our environment, which makes sense during an eclipse. You just sort of have to surrender to the energies at hand. You might not be able to balance the light and the dark. You just might have to go with the pace that is happening and not, you know, charging forward as happy as they all are. Our hopes and fears, or energy that we're projecting right now, is the Three of Cups reversed. Three of Cups upright is being able to have fun just for fun's sake and being able to let loose and just literally party with the girls, have that extra slice of cheesecake, you know, lift a glass, have a good time, look cute. With the Three of Cups reversed, people might be accusing us of being a fuddy-duddy, not going out, not drinking. As a likely outcome, we have the Six of Wands reversed. So this might be taking a couple of wins and having nobody notice you at all. Or, you know, like that Five of Swords reverse energy too. Like you could be right about something all day and no one cares to play with you or whatever. Six of Wands reverse, we want to turn that one around, because in the background it says Best Friend of the Year awards. We all want to be a Best Friend of the Year. So maybe we can think of ways during this lunar eclipse in Libra to reach out to our friends in different ways and really listen and be a good friend and stuff like that. So this might be some energy for us to internalize. Usually I tell clients when I see a card inverted, I feel like that's internal energy or internalized energy that's coming through in our outside reality. And like if we work on that part of us that feels, you know, like people never cheer us on or whatever, well, maybe we need to start cheering other people on. Or like if we feel like, you know, maybe we need to be a better friend, then we can be a better friend, you know, stuff like that. And then that'll turn that energy around so that it's upright in our consciousness, you know? All right, well, thanks for hanging out. That is the reading for the full moon lunar eclipse in Libra 2024. Esperanza Bense, where hope wins. Adios, amigos.